So, adding more than 2 integers. Integers are numbers. They're positive and negative numbers, Destiny. So we're going to write this title down on our paper. Adding more than 2 integers. All right? So remember yesterday we learned about the rule for adding integers. For adding integers, if the signs are the same, you're going to add. If the signs are different, you're going to subtract. All right. That's with 2 numbers. So if I throw in a third or fourth number, what's going to happen? I don't know. We're going to talk about that right now. So, if I have -6 plus -8 plus 5. Brian, you see, got a 0 right there, automatically disqualifies you. And then you got a 5 right there, automatically disqualifies you. 0 and 0. All right. All right. So, here we have 3 numbers. There's 2 ways to do it. You can either go left to right, or you would add the 2 negatives together. So, Brian, I'm going to add these first 2 negatives together. These 2, they're both negative, right? This is a negative. This is a negative, so we're going to add them. Very good. What do we get? -13. These 2 numbers give you a -13. 14, sorry. Plus, and we're going to bring this one down, +5. Okay, and we get, so this is a negative, and this is a positive, so you're going to subtract. You get 9. Do you have more negatives or do you have more positives? Negatives, so your final answer is -9. Are we okay? All right. So, what if I give you 30 plus -17 plus 12? So you can do 2 things. You can go like this, right? Or, since it's all addition, I'm going to add my 2 positive numbers together. What are my 2 positive numbers together equal? 42 plus -17. Now I have a positive and a negative, which you know you have to subtract. I'm going to go over here and subtract on the side. I'm going to borrow. $25. Are there more positives or negatives? Positive, so your answer is positive 25. Are we okay? Yeah? Make sense? Okay. All right. What if I give you -10 plus 12 plus -13 plus 15 plus -2? Ooh. Okay, write this down. Write this down. So, Len, did I give you homework class? Yes. Jason, you got a 0 right there. And another 0 right there. You got 2 zeros. Disqualification. Totally. All right. Okay, so I'm going to add my negatives together. Okay. If I add my negatives together, I get negative 25. Then I'm going to add my positives together. 27. So at the end, I get negative 25 plus negative 25 plus 27, which equals 2. Positive. So you take this very long problem. There's 2 ways to do it. You can do like these 2 numbers, then this number, then this number, then this number. But then you end up like adding, subtracting, adding, subtracting, adding, subtracting. Like it goes back and forth. Or you can just add all the negatives together and then all the positives together. And then at the end, just subtract. Are we okay? Any questions, concerns? We're good? Okay. If the signs are the same, you're going to add. If the signs are different, you're going to subtract. All right. Whew. Let's see if we know how to do this. Okay, I'll look for your log. Your last name is Z, right? Z? All right. Yes. You need one more? So 2 rows or just 1 row with me? You need one. We're good? All right, thanks for letting me know. Okay, here we go. Okay, the first one. Right here. Negative 10 plus 12 plus negative 3. If I add the 2 negatives, I get negative 13 plus 12, right? The 2 negatives give you negative 13. Then I get the 12. So, yep, this gives you negative 1. The signs are different. You subtract, you get 1. There's more negatives, so my answer is negative 1. Are we okay? You shade them in. So you find your answer of negative 1, which is right there, and you shade it the same way this box is shaded. See how the top section is shaded? So here's negative 1, and you're going to shade. There's 2, so you shade all the negative ones this way. So this is how I shade all the negative ones, not to be confused. It's supposed to be like a pattern. Okay. Honestly, not really worried about the shading. You don't want to waste your lead on shading? Cool. Fantastic. I just want the answers then. But I would check if my answer is 15 and I go over here and there's no 15, you know you got it wrong. So you can double check to make sure you're right. You don't have to shade. Again, I'm not worried about the shading. Yes.